Hey, go Penn State.
Let's get this show going, man.
Welcome to the Bleeding Burgundy podcast, a Washington Commanders podcast for fans by fans, with your hosts, Jesse Martin.
The Cowboys are finished, you understand me?
John Taman.
Pull down my trousers and do your job.
Scott Hartley.
Well, that was dreadful.
And occasionally, Keith Gregg.
So many social engagements, so little time.
And now, your host, John Taman.
So this is what happens when I have to edit the video. I make all kinds of mistakes, and it sounds funny at the end. So I got more work to do on the opening video. All right.
Fault.
Well, you know, if you want something else, you got to let me know. But I gotta time it up. Anyway, welcome everybody. Hey, look at this. We could do videos in the background now. Let's see what that'll do. Oh, look.
Oh,
Aren't we trippy? All right.
oh, nice.
Look at us. All right. Well, hey, man, it's Saturday afternoon, 2:00, and we are going to pick some football games, unless we are in the UK, and then it is Saturday evening. What is it?
7 o'clock now. Yeah, 7
o'clock in the evening. It's the dinner hour. So, yes, please sit right down with your blood pudding and join us while we pick some football games.
Blood pudding. Black pudding. Yeah, it's nice. Anyway,
Black pudding. Oh, well, sorry. I didn't want my puddings are all off. Black pudding. I don't know. You know, it's sometimes I think that you people were living on the island 1,000 years ago, you know, and you run out of shit to eat, right? You caught all the rabbits, right? You knocked down all the trees that had nuts on them. So you're like, what are we going to do now? I don't know. Find something black, make a pudding out of it.
Yeah, well, maybe like oats in a sheep's stomach. Yeah, very
There
nice.
you go.
All right. That's haggis. Yeah. Anyway.
I'm peckish. Let's get you baggies. No, thank you. All right. So anyway, we're done making fun of Scott for the morning. How are you? Scott?
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for agreeing to do this early, both of you. So I really appreciate that. But yes, good to be with you. My favorite hour of the week. I like this
Favorite
one.
hour of the week, is it?
I don't know why I like this one. I really do.
You must have a boring fucking life.
Yeah,
Yeah, I do. Yeah, kind of. Yeah,
get your
So
wife
go
a
over with-
Pornhub subscription and see if she can learn a few things for you.
maybe. Yeah.
That's it.
Week 6. I got week 6 in front of us from the Big In Boss book.
The Big and Boss
So
book.
back
How did
to
we
it.
do last week? Please tell me I did better than I've been doing.
No, not very well. All of us. It was a pretty poor week. I think a lot of the favourites lost,
Really?
and that was the problem. I got you 10 out of 14, Jesse, which was actually not too bad.
That's
You've
actually
done
pretty
very well.
good.
For
'Cause
picking,
I'm starting to crawl away. I'm in first place in my work pool, and
Yeah.
starting to, if even if you get 8 out of 14, it's technically a winning week.
Yeah.
In the betting world, you still come out on top. So 10 out of 14 isn't that bad.
Doing well. John, you come out with 7 out of 14, and
Yeah,
myself,
that's-
I came out with 6.
6. Now that.
So yeah,
That's probably why
terrible.
this is your
But
favorite hour of the week, man. Because
Yeah, we'll go through the
all the
we'll go through the betting. What you put down, Jesse, 1,050. Your total returns were 1,550 and 20 cents, giving you a total profit of $500.20.
I'll take it.
The ones that got you were the Ravens. Bet on the Jacksonville Lions laying the points and a straight win for Washington. So well done, you, John.
Well done, you.
Yeah, John, you put down 1,000 and hang on, let me have a look here. Yeah, where are you? Yeah, 1,050, and you kept I'm lying to you.
Okay.
850 you put on, and your
Okay.
you came out with 1,041 and 54, which gives you a total profit of $191.54.
So I didn't pick them
Your-
right, but I put the right
No.
amount of money down on the one.
Yeah,
that
so
didn't
your
hurt.
ones that weirdly were, you had 50 on the over on the 49ers and Browns. You had 150 on the Texans taking the points. You had 150 on the Lions. Rams laid the points, and then Miami laying the points.
Yeah, we're
with
not
your
talking
winners
about
there.
the Colts. I don't want to talk about the Colts. I freaking bit into the freaking mustache. I
You
said,
did.
I told you.
I believe in the Minshew,
And then I put down 1,450 and came out with 975.28, a loss of 474.72. 50 on the under for the Ravens got me because it was in London. Lions giving the points, Rams laying the points, and a Jacksonville win were my winners for the week. So yeah, not a great week for me either betting.
Tell you what, you win some money. Maybe you can take your wife to see her favorite team in London when they're there.
Yeah, and 5 times.
Or if you keep losing it, y'all can file for bankruptcy. And
that's true. Yeah.
In England, I think don't you have to be somebody's servant if you do that? File for bankruptcy, you have to go be somebody's servant, right? Scott will be mucking out stables.
All right, governor.
You're right.
Want your shoes shined for a $5? Yeah.
Muck out these stables, son. Right.
So yeah.
All right. Well, let's see. What are we gonna do here? We're gonna pick some football games. So we might as well get right on it started. I don't run this show. I just say hi.
Let's do it. It's the Cleveland Browns. First game up is Cleveland Browns. It's gonna be quarterback there versus the handlebar and Gardner Minshew, and the Indianapolis Colts. Anthony Richardson is out for the season, so it looks like it's the Minshew show here on out. And poor Colts, because they're going to suck all year long. And who knows if if Watson's going to play. It's trending towards 50-50, I think. It's the last that I heard. But the Browns are a 3.5 point favorite. The over under is 40. But even without Watson, I don't see how Indianapolis is going to be able to score. That Browns defense is just way too good. I got Cleveland all day in this. I'm surprised the point spread isn't a little bit higher. I was thinking maybe 4.5 at the least. So give me the Browns laying the points and putting 100 on it.
Right.
I'm putting $200 on the Browns, and I'm going to lay the points. And I'm going to say that the Colts might not even score a point. The Browns defense is just nasty.
Yeah, Jonathan Taylor is back, so I do think they're going to run some, but that defense is, like you said,
they're
nasty,
stout,
man.
Yeah, man. The 49ers couldn't do anything with them. Couldn't handle them. Couldn't do anything with them. Started to fight with them before the football game. Couldn't do anything with them. I think they're going to take Minshew's mustache and stick it right up his ass. And I'm serious. I can't stand the Browns, but especially if Watson is going to play. If Watson's going to play, this could be a smokeroo, like 30-3. So I'm going with that. I'm putting $200 on the Browns, and I am putting the points down. And those are words that I never thought I'd say in my entire life.
Yeah, I'm going to go exactly the same way, split the difference. I'm going to go 150, laying the points. So in between you and Jesse, I think that's the correct bet there, John and Jesse. The Browns are going to wipe the floor with the Colts, unfortunately. Defensively, absolutely, with Myles Garrett's off there. Is Chubb still running? I mean, they've still got Chubb, haven't they? I don't think or is he on
Chubb's
IR?
Chubb's out for the season.
Yeah, Chubb's out for the season, is he?
Achilles.
Chubb's out for the season. I know it's his ACL that he tore. Kareem Hunt is questionable. I think he's going to go. That's the running back that you were talking about. All right, ready to go? Next one.
Hang on, before you do that, and I can't discuss football games that I'm watching on television, but you know what? When you get a chance today to watch some of the highlights of the Baylor game, wait till you see how they score on this punt return. That is crazy. That's a fun little play, man. The punt returner fumbled the ball, which bounced directly up into the defender's hands, who was heading straight for the end zone. And he rumbled over everybody. Touchdown.
Nice.
Yes, it was fun. Anyway.
All right, next game. We have the hot Atlanta Falcons traveling down south to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa Bay Buccaneers are favored by 2.5. This point spread seems a little bit wonky to me, being it's only a 2.5 point spread. The Buccaneers have looked okay this year. Atlanta's offense is trash. Looks like the only injuries of note is Vita Vea is questionable with a foot injury, and linebacker Anthony Nelson is questionable with a concussion. The Falcons, their offense, they got good skill position players. It's the quarterback that's the issue, as we saw up close and personal last week with Desmond Ridder. I like Tampa Bay in this game. and I like them covering as well. So I'm also going to put another 100 on this in the Tampa Bay win.
See, I'm going to pick Tampa Bay straight on the money line, but I'm not touching it because this is the spread that doesn't make sense to me, because Tampa has been, at least in my opinion, good enough to be able to say this is at least a 5 or 6 point favorite. This is a 6-point favorite over the Falcons. They can say all they want about, division games, you never know, whatever, man. The Falcons are junk. We like you said, up close and personal. They're not very good. The Buccaneers have weapons that they can utilize. They've got a quarterback that's playing better than everybody really thought he was going to. And what were you going to say?
They don't have a very good offense. Well, and that's just because of the quarterback situation. Now, the Falcons' defense is good.
Their defense they doubled their sack number last week against us. Their defensive line is not that good. And I think that they'll be able to in Tampa Bay. Baker Mayfield is not that bad, man. He's everybody gives him shit, but I've never thought he was all that bad all his career, wherever he goes, man. But here he is again, and he's got good weapons with Evans. He's got good weapons with Godwin. He's got good runnings. I'm thinking that the Bucs they're going to win this game, but that spread is the one that's funky to me.
The over/under is only 37 and a half.
They're throwing fucking chum in the water, buddy. I'll tell you what, everybody's going to be betting on the Bucs. So you know what? Just for grids, put $25 down on the Falcons for me, because that doesn't make sense. Is that what Sheehan does? The smell test? That's
John, $25.
The John Q. Public has thrown all their money. Yeah, you can throw all your money you want on the Falcons. I ain't buying it.
No, I'm not putting just $25. I'm not throwing all my money on it. Just my wife's money that I found in the cookie jar the other day. But I'm telling you, this is that spread that doesn't make sense. Wouldn't you think the Bucs should be favored by at least 6?
Being a home team, yeah, but this
even
NFC
3.
South,
I mean,
NFC South.
It's a garbage dump.
Let me see if this line has moved any. No, the line has stayed the same all week long. Yeah.
Yeah, don't talk about the NFC.
I mean, I'm looking at this and thinking to myself, Atlanta. I mean, for all the hype with Bijan Robinson, he hasn't scored a touchdown.
Well, he had one
receiving touchdown.
Yeah, it was kind of similar to the one that Brian Robinson got last week. But the running backs don't do that anymore. You saw them split equal carries with him and Algiers last week.
Algier, yeah.
Who should you think would be the more premier back? You would think that it's Bijan Robinson.
Well, supposedly the offensive genius and Arthur Smith, running that team would be able to scheme.
Well,
Bijan
Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
Have you not seen? He does look like Nicolas Cage.
It does a little bit. He's gotten so much hype the past 2 years, and I don't get
Nicolas Cage himself.
Honestly, this guy should be making this face yelling because the freaking guys that he hired to cut my lawn didn't do it right, and I've just called up and complained. God damn it, Julio! I told you, don't touch the shrubs. This dude, no. That's a football coach. Get the hell out of here.
Atlanta is also 0-2 against the spread as an away team.
Oh,
just saying that too.
I'm taking Atlanta $25, and I'm taking that spread because that whole thing stinks. And I will tell you this for Nicolas Cage: watch Renfield. It's on Prime. If you like a good vampire movie, that is a fun flick. Renfield. It's brand new. Well, it's not brand new, but it's brand new to Prime.
Oh, there it is. All right. What you got, Scotty? You already make your pick?
Yeah, sorry, I'm saying Tampa Bay. No worries at all. And I'm going to I'm going to lay the points $50 on that one. I'm not going to put 100 like you. I'm not 100% confident in it, but I do think Tampa Bay will win that.
Right on. All right, next we got the Buffalo Bills traveling to New England to take on the New England Patriots. And what has happened to the Patriots, man? It is. It's rough.
You're not a quarterback. You can't win
up there in Boston. The Bills are a 7.5 point favorite. I like the Bills in this game. Even the Patriots defense, which is supposed to be, pretty good, has not really looked all that great. I mean, yeah, they're okay. They're average, but not your normal New England. Buffalo had kind of a letdown game last week against the New York Giants. I think they're going to come in and ready to rock and roll. So I'm actually going to take Buffalo. I'm going to lay the points.
Kind of like that Kind of like that Penn State safety just laid out that wide receiver.
And I'm going to put 100 on it.
Sorry, but he did. He laid him out pretty good. Drop the ball. Can't be dropping the ball, buddy. I'll tell you what. I got the Bills all day long in this. What did you say the line was? I was watching the game. Sorry.
7 minus 7.5 favorites.
7.5. Over under is 40.
You know what? I'll tell you what. I'm going to go ahead and lay the 7.5, and I'm going to go ahead and I'll put 50 on that, and I'm going to put 50 on the over. Just because Buffalo, I think, can score it. And, Bill Belichick is not having a very good time of it. He's in a bottom rebuild, and the quarterback didn't work. How many times has every team heard that story? The only team that hasn't heard that story in the last 20 years is his own team, because he had a fucking, he had the goddamn best of all time fall in his lap. So, but all of you people talking about he's on the hot seat, he's going to get fired. Shut up. Just stop it. There's no way Bob Kraft, in his most drunken stupor, is going to fire Bill Belichick, for God's sakes. Bill Belichick.
Apparently we're the favorites to get him.
Dude, that's
I don't want him.
Didn't won jack shit forever since the freaking Celtics of Larry Bird and then Bill Belichick started popping Super Bowls in there. So no, they're not going to fire him. And if they do, Robert Kraft, shame on you. What are you going to do with this game, Scott?
Oh, sorry, mate. Is it me?
All right. I know. I get to go.
I was miles away. So Buffalo again for me. Absolutely the same. Laying the points. They let me down last week, but I'm going to go massive on this. It's 200 on this one. It has to.
There you go.
There
you go. Yeah, the Bills let me down last week too.
I think they let us all down, didn't they, in the end? But
that game should have been a smokeroo.
It should have been. But, yeah. But, I mean, New England are terrible. I mean, even with the addition of Zeke, he's not played anywhere near what he should be. They are a pretty awful side. But it is all about Mac Jones.
I think so, too. But don't you sometimes get the feeling that Mac Jones is enough of a snot-nosed little shit to just go, you don't think I'm any good? Well, watch that.
I kind of want to punch him in the face over and over again.
Don't hurt your knuckle. Just slap him. Bailey Zappi comes in. That might be a different team. Last week, we had heard that was a short leash that he was going to have on Mac Jones, and he didn't yank it. But I thought maybe he should have.
All right, we got the game of the week coming up.
Oh yeah,
Las Vegas against Chicago.
Raiders and the Bears.
Raiders and the Bears.
Now, we got two backup quarterbacks in this game, right?
Yeah, two rookie backup quarterbacks in this game.
Note to Roger Goodell: all of this shit that you did for the last 20 years to fucking protect quarterbacks doesn't work. No. Do you understand yet? It doesn't work.
Who's the backup for Chicago then, Jesse?
I don't even know.
I think hang on a minute. Let me Google it up. It is.
Yeah. Well, while you're doing that, I'm going to
Joe Blow.
Yeah, Joe Blow is the backup quarterback. Look, Raiders are favored by 2.5. I'm staying away from this game. I guess I'm going to lean toward the Raiders. I don't even know who the Raiders' backup quarterback was. I know they're who they should be playing is Brian Hoyer.
I think that's going to play. That's going to be who it is.
But they're not playing Brian Hoyer. They're playing the practice squad quarterback guy. I don't exactly. God. That's McDaniel's special right there. I don't think he knows what the hell he's doing. I'm not sure how he's got a second NFL job. He's a terrible coach.
Well, this article I'm looking at from yesterday is saying
Brian Hoyer saying starting. Yeah.
That's not what I saw from Adam Schefter. I think maybe it was yesterday or this morning.
Wow.
Saying that they're leaning towards the rookie practice squad guy.
Jesus Christ. So, Roger, with all the shit that you've done to freaking juice the rules, all right, to be able to let offenses go crazy so that you could attract these nobody fans that don't do anything but play fantasy fucking football. What you've done is you have said that the only way you can stop the pass is to go after the quarterback. And now look what you got here. You've got a fucking game in week 7 between Joe Schmo and Billy Blow.
Aidan McConnell, that's who it is. He's played a couple of games. He has played. Came in as relief for Jimmy Garoppolo.
Tyson Bagent is the Bears.
Yeah, that's the McConnell. That's who I was.
Aidan McConnell. Yeah,
you don't need no.
This over under seems to be a little bit high to me.
I think so too.
37.5. I'm still not going to put anything in it, but I would probably lean the under. This looks like a 10 to 13 game to me.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if they can even do that. God damn. Nice and bad. We don't need no stinking pageant.
Who you got, Scotty?
Yeah, I'm going with with Vegas. Just I don't know why, but
Because
I'm going to go on the under with this. I'm going to put $100 on that.
I'm going to go with the Guidos in Vegas. The crooked-nosed guys who's going to be running those slot machines is going to be going crazy during this game on the concourse of that stadium. Because ain't nobody in their right mind going to be sitting there watching that piece of trash football that you're going to see on the field out there.
Who are you with, John?
You know what? I'm going to do like Ken did yesterday. Incomplete. I can't even make a pick in this game. Look, I'll flip my coin. And it won't even come down. It's stuck up there. It's like, fuck that. I'm not picking in this game. This is trash. If I could pick a tie, I just might, like a 3-3 tie. Give me the Raiders.
Tie. Can you imagine it?
Give me the Raiders at home. They might kick a field goal at the last second and win 6-2.
Yeah.
6-3. Yeah, 3-2. That's it. 3-2. Raiders win on a last second.
Safety and a field goal.
Right. That's it. The Raiders are going to. Right.
Going from one game of the week to probably the game of the week right here in the Detroit Lions and the Baltimore Ravens. This is going to be a good game, guys. I don't like this line. It's got the Ravens favored by 3. Sorry, but I'm taking the Lions. I think the Lions are on a heater right now. I think they are good in all 3 facets of their game. Jared Goff is playing very well. Aroma St. Brown, I think, is starting to get a little bit healthier. Let me pull up the injury report real quick. But let's see. David Montgomery is out, and Marvin Jones is out for the Lions. And you got Marcus Williams, Kayvon Seymour, and Marlon Humphrey is questionable, but the other 2 are out. But look, I still like the Lions. I'm going with the Lions until they prove me wrong. They've had a hell of a season so far. I expect them and the 49ers to be in the NFC Championship game with the Lions shocking the world and going to the Super Bowl.
Ooh, that would shock the entire world.
Give me the Lions. I'm going to put a hundy on it.
What's the line again? Sorry, I said
3
games.
It's Ravens minus 3.
So do you just want to do straight money line, or are you laying them points, Jesse, for you?
Well, I got if they win, they win. Yeah, I'm picking the Lions to win.
Lions to win.
Yep, money line.
You know what? Baltimore's kind of let me down. This vaunted offensive Todd Monken that we were going to see. We're going to see. Lamar is unleashed, right? We got him the Zay Flowers. We got him the big fast little fast wide receiver. We got him Odell Beckham Jr. You know, we got all these things for him to work with now, and it looks like the same exact fucking offense that I've always seen out of the Ravens. Handoff, throw to Andrews. Lamar run, throw to Andrews, right? Now, last week, Flowers had a good game, but they don't score a whole lot of points. I'm going to go with the Lions, too, on this, going in and winning in Baltimore. The thing about the Lions is they have experience living in a crappy town, so they're not going to be too shocked by what they see once they get to Baltimore. So, I think they'll be able to handle it. Give me the Lions. It's hard for me to bet against Baltimore at home, so I'm not going to. I'm just going to pick the Lions to win just for my own shits and grins. No money.
Lions are 3-0 against the spread, being the away team.
They're a little beat up. Jahmyr Gibbs is going to play, and
Gibbs is back. Yeah,
Gibbs is back, and from what Campbell said, he's going to have to play a lot, which does not bode well for my freaking fantasy pickup of his backup this week.
Also, the Ravens are only averaging 22 points a game.
Yeah, it's the same.
The Lions are averaging 28 points a game.
Mm-hmm.
I like the Lions, and the Ravens have a little bit better defense. They're giving up 15 points a game, and the Lions are giving up 18 points a game. But I still think the average. I still think the Lions are the better team. I think they're the hotter team. They're coming here, ready to put their stamp on the NFL, so to speak.
Yep, same for me. Lions all day long. This one, they're a different animal this year. We all liked them last year and wished them well, and thought, you know what, they're going to be a good side. And yeah, sure enough, they are a good side. Brian Branch, a great pickup for them as well. He's having a good season so far this season. I don't want to back against Baltimore at home because normally they're pretty good. And you know, when Baltimore, when you think they're not going to win, they seem to pull out a win. They were decimated a few weeks ago, if you remember rightly, Jesse, and they still found a way to win. So it's going to be a tight game, this one. My squeaker of the week, but I'll take Detroit for the win, and I won't put anything on it because I'm not that brave.
All right, next up we got the Pittsburgh Steelers traveling across the United States to face the LA Rams. Rams are favored by 3 point. Give me the Rams. Give me the Rams. I think the over-under is 43.5. Yeah, give me the Rams laying the points. Puka Nacua. Did I say that right?
Puka Nacua.
Puka Nacua.
Puka Nacua, Cooper Cup. Cooper Cup
And Cooper Cup are a dynamic duo. Yeah, they still got Aaron Donald on that side, and Kenny Pickett is, Kenny shit it in my book. So, yeah, give me the Rams laying the points, putting the Hundy on it.
All right, let me see this punt. Go ahead, Scott. I'm watching this punt.
Exactly the same bet for me. No difference whatsoever. Yeah, LA Rams are going to win this. No problem at all. Dynamic duo at wide receiver. Their tight ends are pretty good as well. So yeah, I'm not. Just Pittsburgh don't convince me at quarterback or with what they're doing at wide receiver. I don't know why they always seem to be that team that just ends up over 500 every season. So with Tomlin in charge. But yeah, for me, it's the Rams, and it should be quite an easy win, especially when I've got Matt Stafford as my quarterback in fantasy. So yeah.
Fucking Ohio State just punted from the back of their own end zone down to the 25-yard line of Penn State because the goddamn kick returner at the fucking 50 let the ball go over his head and he didn't bother to catch it.
Stupid.
What the fuck are you doing, dude? Come on. Catch a ball. All right. I'll tell you what, I'm going to take the Rams, and I'm going to go ahead and lay those 3 points, and I'm going to put $150 down on that because they're going to smoke the Steelers. Steelers are crap. They got a good defense. TJ Watt, he's good, but you know what? The rest of that, they just can't handle up with this, and I just think that the Rams are going to crush them.
Cardinals and
West Coast game of the week.
Ooh, the birds, the West Coast game of the week.
The
big line, this I thought.
The battle of the shitbirds, the Cardinals and the Seahawks. Seahawks are home within an 8.5 point favorite. The over/under is 44.5. It is a big line. Cardinals are feisty, but the Seahawks, they got some offensive power. I'm going to stay away from this, but I'm kind of leaning towards Cardinals plus the points. I mean, I'm not picking them to win. I'm picking Seattle to win. But that line is, if, at least for the work pool purposes, I'm picking the Cardinals to beat the spread.
Yeah, that's where I go with that as well. Cardinals to beat the spread there. It's just a little bit high. 8.5 is, I think, too much, especially with Gino at the helm. I'm just not convinced that is going to be the case. Picking the Seahawks to win. I do think the Seahawks will win this game. What I am going to do, though, is I'm going to put $50 on the under because 44.5. I mean, what are you talking there? Do could the Cardinals realistically score 13? Yes, but you're talking 31 points for the Seahawks. I don't think it's going to be that high. So put 50 on the under for me on that one.
All right. What's the line you said?
8.5.
Seahawks 8.5. I'm taking the Cardinals, and I'm putting $100 on that, and I'm taking those 8.5 points. I don't think they're as bad as they're
not.
They put up some games that have been pretty damn good, man. They beat the Cowboys. They've given teams all they can handle. I don't think they're as bad as 8 points should be here. I don't think the Seahawks have proven to be an 8-point better team at this juncture. We'll find out, I guess. But I'm
Are you taking Seattle for the win though, or are you actually just?
Well, I don't know.
As a whole?
I don't really care about the win. I guess I'll go ahead and take Seattle as a whole, but I will take those 8.5 points. The Cardinals will keep it closer than that, and I'll put $100 on that.
Got you.
Yeah, the over under is 44
and a half. Yeah, that's huge. I mean, really, that's what I was saying. 13, you could easily see Cardinals getting in.
Scoring.
That's 31 points. I mean, that's a lot for the Seahawks, to be fair. What are they averaging, Jesse? Do you know?
You're only going to give the Cardinals credit for 13 points?
Yeah, that's it. I don't think they'll get more than that.
Yeah, Cardinals are averaging 19.5 points per game, and the Seahawks are averaging 24 points a game.
See, that's...
And John, did you miss a game here, there, buddy? I think you did.
Which one?
No, I got LAC and Kansas City's the next one I've got.
Yeah, the Chargers and the Chiefs.
There it is. Chargers Chiefs is next. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, I didn't see it on here.
Yeah, there it is.
Still not on here.
I've got it here. I've got the line for you.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's right under LV Chicago.
It's 40. The over/under is 47.5.
No, what's under LV Chicago is Miami Philly.
I don't know why you can't see it.
And the Chiefs are favored by 5.5.
Yeah, 5.5. I am picking the Chiefs to win, but I will. I think the Chargers will cover.
Your dog is right. The Chargers, they're the biggest disappointment all the time. I'm picking the Chiefs to cover, and I'm not putting anything down on it because these, when you talk about division games, the AFC West is one of those divisions, not the NFC South. Fucking trash.
Yeah, I'm not putting nothing on this, but the thing about the Chargers is they play hard up until the last 2 minutes of the game, and then their coach fucks it up. So they'll keep it close, and I think they'll keep it within a field goal. But I do think that the Chiefs will win this game. But I'm going to stay away from it because funky shit happens. So, yeah.
John?
Yeah, I'm taking the Chiefs, and I'm taking them to win. I'll tell you what. I'll just put a straight $50 down on the money line to win. Chiefs win, and that's it. I'm not touching the spread here because they could keep it close, but I don't believe in the Chargers. I just can't believe in the Chargers.
Not many people can.
I mean, I'm the same. The Chargers just always mess it up at the end. So for me, it's Kansas City. I'm going to lay the points. I'm going to have 100 on this. I think they beat them outright, at least 7, if not more, 10 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Just Travis Kelce's playing really well at the minute. Pacheco's playing really well. It's Mahomes, isn't it? I mean, yeah,
it's that, and it's the fact that Herbert, for all the fucking hype that it is, he doesn't get it done. And they never get it done. For whatever reason it is, the Chargers are always coming up short. And I don't buy them. I think that they're getting ready to buy off of their coach.
Yeah, I think he'll get fired. But there you go.
Right on. All right. Next up, we got the Green Bay Packers and the Denver Broncos. What a shit game. Like really, this is like a pick'em game, I think. No, it's the Packers are favored by 1.5
in Denver. That's something.
Yeah. I'm gonna stay away from this. Over under 45. I'm gonna lean Packers, I guess. I mean, this is not a good betting game. To be honest with you,
I'm not betting on it, but Broncos are gonna get their first win. I'm just gonna say
Denver too.
They're at home, and they're tough at home. So they've shown the ability to score. They just can't keep anybody from scoring on them. But I'm not touching this game for any other reason other than
Broncos have gotten a win this year. They're 1-5.
Well, if they get another win, then I'm going to stand there and say, "See, I told you."
Yeah, I'm with you, John. I'm on that island. I'm just leaning towards Denver being the home team. That's it. 1.5 favorites for Green Bay, and this does not make any sense at all. Clearly, that the betting market is all over the place, and Vegas doesn't really know what is going on. We know what Jordan Love's like. He can drop a bollock every time, and it's one of them. Russell Wilson's the same though. Russell Wilson is cooked. He is finished, and unlucky on that contract because that is That is really, really bad. No matter what way you look at it. So he's done for me, unfortunately. And they haven't got anything in the wide receiver department. I mean, was it Cortland Sutton and Marvin Mims? I mean, Jerry Jeudy. Come on now.
Jeudy. He is
terrible.
He's a fucking putt.
They've got terrible.
The Green Bay is beat up right now. I'm just looking at an injury report.
And he gets back Tiari.
Devondre Campbell is doubtful with the knee. We got Elgin Jenkins questionable. Josh Neiman is questionable. Offensive guard and offensive tackle. Let's see. Darnell Savage is questionable. Jair Alexander is questionable. Aaron Jones is questionable. Quay Walker is questionable. So they got some big name players that not. The only one that's probably not going to play, it's definitely not going to play is Devondre Campbell, but they are banged up. So that might be something to watch for in this game if, the three people that are watching this game are listening to this podcast.
That would be a trick because, you'd have to throw a rock a long way to hit somebody who's going to be paying attention to that game.
Yeah. All right, next up, we got the Miami Dolphins. This is probably the game.
This is the game of the week, 100%. Yeah.
This is, I'm excited to see the outcome of this game. Dolphins and the Eagles. The Eagles are favored by 2.5 because the Eagles are home. The over/under is 51.5.
That is huge.
A high flying, high scoring, some non-defensive
very possible
games right here. And a very, you're right. We all love what the Dolphins are doing in offense right now. They are, Tua. He's been wrapped in bubble wrap and had fragile. Has been taped all over him, but he's been healthy this year so far. So you're going to cross your fingers that stays until they play Washington in, I think, week 14 or something. The Eagles have looked a little, shall I say, beatable maybe at times. The offense is not necessarily clicking on all cylinders, and the defense can be had. But I think I'm going to go with the Dolphins in this game, and that might be my heart over my head, probably. I'm not going to, you know what? F it. I'm going to put $25 on the Dolphins for the outright win. John?
I'll take the Dolphins and the 2.5 points, and I will go ahead and put $50 down on it because I think that the Eagles are susceptible. They just got beat by the Jets. All right, we gave them all they could handle, literally down to the last possible second that could be played for them to beat us. So, yeah, I think that the Eagles haven't really shown me to be the dominant. God damn. Touchdown, Ohio State. They haven't really shown me to be the dominant team that everybody expected them to be. I think they're good. I think they have the potential to be a dominant football team, and at any time they can be one on just about anybody. But I think Miami's flying high. I think that offense believes in itself. I think Tyreek Hill is going to run all up and down the field. So, yeah, man, give me Miami. Give me those 2.5 points and $50 down on that. I'm going to take the under, too. I'm going to put the other 50 on the under.
You're going to take 50 on the under?
Yeah, just to say, okay, maybe there'll be a little bit of defense out there.
Under Dolph.
Bradley Roby is still out for the Eagles, and so is Reed Blankenship.
So for me, I'm going bold here again. Out on Ireland. I'm going to hit the over. I'm going to put $50 on the over in this game. I think it's going to be a massive shootout. This, and then also at the same time, I'm going to say the Dolphins with an outright win, $150. I don't believe in the Eagles at all, as anyone would do. I hate the Eagles. Fuck them. They got beat last week. And, as you said, Waddle's playing really well. Tyreek Hill, unbelievable last week. They seemingly were down, but against the Panthers by 14. And it was like, oh, this is the commentary were panicking and everyone else was panicking. But it seemed like the offense wasn't panicking at all. They were just like, yeah, we'll get this right. No problem at all. And sure enough, 40 points later, it was easy. This is a team that put 70 on another NFL team. So you're going into it, you go, okay, the Philadelphia Eagles are at home. I get that, but they got beat last week. So,
I mean, is the Broncos really an NFL team right now?
Come on, man. Yeah. It played us close. But yeah, Miami.
All right, next up, we got the Monday night game, San Francisco and Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings. The Minnesota Vikings are a home dog by 7 points, and the 49ers got to be pissed off right now.
Yeah, they do.
Ruin their perfect record against the team they should have beat, obviously. So I think the 49ers are mad. They're going to come in and totally embarrass the Vikings on national TV on Monday night. So I am taking the 49ers. I'm laying the points, and I'm going to put a good old 200 smackers on that one.
Oof.
Over-under is 44.
What's the point? What's the spread?
7.
7, John.
All right, I'm not putting that down. Kirk does like to lose on Monday Night Football, but I'm not putting that down. However, I think you're right. The 49ers should feast on that defense, especially after what Cleveland was able to do to them last week. They've got to be chomping at the bit, and they're going to take a look at the Vikings defense and just slobber all over the place. I see a big night out of Brock Purdy, and I can't give 7 points to the Vikings at home, even as bad as they've been. But I will take the 49ers to outright win. And I'll put $50 down on that. And the over-under, would you say, was 44?
So you're not taking the spread?
No, I'm not giving 7 points.
So you're going to put $100 on it? You're going to make like 37 cents.
37 cents, yeah. I looked at that earlier. I was like, you're making absolutely nothing. Right. So you're going to put $50 and make 16 cents.
What I'll do is, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just picking them to win straight up. And I'm going to go ahead and put that $100 down on the over. Over 44.
100. Okay, so John.
Yeah, I do like that. Well, I don't know. I think San Francisco can score. I just don't know how much the Vikings are going to be able to score, especially without Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. That was exactly my next point. Was no Justin Jefferson. Kirk on Monday Night Football. On Monday night, we know how that. We know we've seen this before. And with you, Jesse, I'm going to go 100 on it, though, but I'm going to lay the points. And I'm going to say that San Francisco win this, no problem whatsoever.
Now, we do got to remember Christian McCaffrey is questionable with the oblique injury.
This is some football. I'll tell you what. I said about a minute ago that Ohio State scored, but it got called back. And now it is 4th and goal at the 2. This is some football. Penn State has been rocking these boys, man. Sorry, I keep busting in on this.
No, you're good. You're good. That was and then we've got one more game, haven't we? We've got one more game.
I like Penn State to get on top, but shit, man, this has been a good defensive game. I like it.
They've got 12 fixtures this week. 12. Only got 12 this week. Few buys going on. So last game of the week.
Last game of the week. We have the Washington Commanders and the New York Giants. And I gotta be honest, boys, after I left yesterday, y'all ain't spend another couple minutes on this game. I figured you'd go for at least another half an hour. Talk about all the storylines and this clash of the NFC East Titans, or basement dwellers, however you want to look at it. Look, the Giants have a makeshift offensive line. They don't know who their quarterback's going to be, which is probably be Tyrod Taylor. They don't have any real weapons on the outside, and the one saving grace for them is they have Saquon Barkley and a half-decent defense, except for they're giving up like 5 yards per rush. But the Washington Commanders are the Washington Commanders, and they like to look for different ways they can fuck up a goddamn game that they should win.
Yes!
John just got his test back from his colonoscopy, and he doesn't have AIDS. So
polyps. He doesn't have polyps. Yeah,
he doesn't have the
polyps.
What
we don't have is an Ohio State touchdown, 4th and goal. It is now 1st down, Penn State Nittany Lions.
And before John gets us kicked off of covering the
copyright issues.
This is a game we should win, but this is also a game that we've had in the past that we just shit the fucking bed
all the time.
Yes, absolutely. Well, I'm going to stand by my prediction, Jesse. Well, you go first. Sorry, Jesse.
This game has been moving in Washington's favor all week long. It started as we were a 1.5 point road favorite. Now it has moved up to +3.
Do you think that's because the offensive line, as Andy put it last night in the bunker, they're filling out Indeed, or was it you? Indeed applications.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. They were pulling applications off Indeed for offensive linemen, and that's funny. True. I mean, they're getting guys off the couch that they're pulling guys off practice squads from teams all around. And yes, we have been.
I don't feel bad for them at all.
No,
we've been there, man.
But what this is setting up for supposed on paper, Washington should kind of just walk away with this win.
Yep.
This team. We know this team.
Yeah.
We know this team from top to bottom. Doesn't work out like that sometimes.
Nope.
But I'm still going Washington in this game, and I think you got to like their chances. They are playing in MetLife where they haven't really been good in the past, but you have to figure that Sam Howell is going to continue to develop and get better. And to be all honest with you, just thinking back on the games last year with Taylor Heineke under center, how we on our podcast each week was, damn, if he would just hit the open receiver time and time and time again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And we're talking about Taylor Heineke here. We have a better play caller, at least in the red zone aspect of it. We've been decent. Once we've gotten in the red zone, we've been pretty good this year. I will hand Eric Bieniemy that. So if we have basically the same team, a better offensive line, even though people don't really think so, we should walk away with this win. We should. Just like we should have last year. If, we had better quarterback play. A lot of that came down to quarterback play.
Completely agree with you, Jesse.
I'm going Washington, and my head is saying Washington should win this. My heart being, heartbroken in the years past.
Yes.
Sorry. My heart is what's giving me pause right now because we've been heartbroken in the past about this game. But Washington's going to win it. I'm going to say 24-13.
24-13. Right. Nice. I'm going to write this
down. I'm going to put 100 on this game.
Backwards
to cover.
You are going to put. Wow. Okay. Good man. So Jesse, 100 on Wash.
Now, normally don't like to do that.
You say that every week.
No, I know
you do it all the time.
I know that. But 24-13 was your prediction, Jesse. No problem at all. John, what's your thoughts on this then? Where are we?
Here's where we are. As Jesse said, we should win. Should win. Should. This is a word in the English language that we're going to have to discuss because it means absolutely nothing. We should beat this team for the last 3 straight years, but we can't. That's the thing that drives me absolutely crazy. We've got everything going in our favor, including this patchwork offensive line, this ridiculousness. As Keith would say, they're getting them off Craigslist, all right, these offensive linemen. So I just can't put any money on it. There's no way. I'm picking us to win, and I'm thinking that the score will be 27-12. I'm not even giving them a touchdown. But there's just no way because I'm so sick and tired of saying if we just play to our potential and we should, and then watching a team that should have no chance because they don't have any potential just romp up and down the field on us, including this one time and time and time again. So I'm nervous as shit. All right. I don't like I always see Eli Manning. I don't like fucking Daniel Jones. I don't like the New York Giants. Well, maybe the expectation. Peacecraft says they have to live up to expectations eventually, right? Yeah, I agree. But maybe the expectations are what have to change. I don't know, man, because this always seems to happen. I would like to see us go in there and win 42-10. Just annihilate them and say, okay, you know what? We're shrugging all of this bullshit off and we're moving forward. But I can't see it. 27-12 is hard enough for me to say, but I said it anyway.
Yeah, 27-12. Yeah.
This game, we've seen our defense, our vaunted defensive line disappear. Okay.
Yeah.
This is the game where they need to show up
100%
full force and totally dominate.
The Bears was a game they should have done that with.
Yeah.
They had the same crap going on there.
You know, they had a good showing, a good outing against Arizona, and they had a good second half outing against Denver. We need to see that defensive line.
Yeah.
All game. All game.
I mean, look, for me, if you're big edge rushers who are wanting to get paid, you know, Sweat and Chase don't come out with 2 sacks each, there's something seriously wrong here. If you if you can't beat an offensive line like this, why are we even going to entertain paying you? The trade deadline's coming up. See you later in 10 days if that's the way it's going to go for me, because I don't want to know anything to do with either of you if you cannot get sacks.
They're going
guys
with
who are literally just coming off the couch.
A fourth string offensive tackles.
Yeah, exactly.
They got to feast tomorrow. Here's the other thing too. It's Tyrod Taylor, which means chances are on the second sack he'll get his foot stuck in an ear hole or something. You know, he'll get his leg will get trapped in somebody's face mask, and his freaking year will be over. And then we'll get to see their third stringer.
You got Shane Lemieux, Justin Pugh, Andrew Thomas, Evan Neal, John Michael Schmitz, Matt Purr, Josh Azudu. Every single one of them offensive linemen are out. Ridiculous.
I thought Evan Neal was playing.
Evan Neal is playing. I apologize. Yeah,
but he's the right tackle, and he's been shitty. But they're moving him over to left tackle.
Yep. So for me, this is 31-10. It's got 31-10. I've said it on my show. I said it last night. I'll say it again. We're going to beat these handily. No problem at all. I'm putting 100 on the over as well.
Well,
so yeah, that's my thoughts. And Pete,
I've
got your prediction down there. Peacecraft, put your prediction in the chat, and I will capture it in the big embossed book. And we can review that.
You know,
go ahead. Sorry.
No, it's what bothers or scares me. I kind of want to go against Daniel Jones. I want this team to beat him. You know, I really do.
That's what I want. I want them to beat him like a mule.
Yeah, because time and time again, I mean, Daniel Jones got his contract off of playing us. Let's be real about this.
We're the only team he's got a winning record against, except Atlanta, and he's only played them twice.
So I'm hoping the second game of the year when they come here, he'll be healthy. I mean, I hope he's healthy tomorrow. But I just want I want Chase Young to get his face mask stuck under his chin. Yeah, the referees have to pull them apart.
That's right. Careful with his throat there. Go ahead and get the EMTs out here. Get a pry bar on that thing. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for them to have to call in the goddamn National Emergency Services to come in here and fucking save Daniel Jones from our defensive line. That's what I want. I want these people that go out on the front lines bravely in Japan and fight Godzilla to have to come in and try to save Daniel Jones after our defensive line finishes chowing down on his head. That's what I want. And even if it's not Daniel Jones, look, Tyrod Taylor tastes just fine. Eat him too. That's what I say. And
I say yesterday you can fart on him and he'll probably get
hurt. He'll get hurt. That's right. He tried that one time. He said, "Hey, yo, man, pull my finger," and somebody did, and he had a dislocated finger. He missed 6 weeks. So, you know, he can't even have fun with a fart. We should beat the shit out
of them. You are a horrible individual, Mr. Martin, honestly. It does make me laugh. Well, never, ever. It's always made.
Look at this jerk. Damn it, Peacecraft. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Go away.
Get the hell out of here. Ban him.
No, don't go away. I like him. I don't know who he is.
No, we like him. Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, man, what about this thing I saw that was it reported this morning by a veritable source that said that they are actually making phone calls to explore what they might be able to get for Montez or Chase?
Well, let's be honest, John. If you're making phone calls, fine. Yeah. Make phone calls. It doesn't mean shit. I mean, at the end of the day, what are you going to get for him? You're going to get a third in compensatory. If you don't come in with anything other than a third, not interested.
Yeah, I don't want fun. The thing about the compensatory, how'd you say that?
Compensatory.
Oh, I know how to say compensatory, but you said compensatory or compensatory.
Compensatory pick, yeah. Compensatory.
Yeah. You guys always just leave it.
They skip syllables and shit all the time.
Like aluminium.
What?
Fucking hang on a minute. What are you talking about? You actually the one thing with your language I never understand is that you specify where things are. Horseback riding. You're not going to ride a horse's arse, are you? Or its neck.
Well, you kind of do.
Eyeglasses. Like, where are you going to put eyeglasses? Where else are you going to wear glasses? Backwards.
Well, you
need
have
gas.
drinking glasses.
That's right.
You have
Get confused.
mirror glasses.
Reading
right.
You
glasses.
have
No,
window
you don't.
glasses.
Come on,
Right.
now. Really? Sidewalk. What? So you can walk on the
Spectacles.
side.
I'm gonna
It's
call
the
them
pa- It's the
spectacles.
pavement.
The pavement. Everything
It's
is
the
the pavement.
pavement.
Everything is the pavement. If I told somebody to go out walking the pavement, I'd expect them to get hit by a car because the road is paved. These are things that we're going to have to discuss on.
English
further-
makes things way too difficult.
It does, yeah. Don't even get into measurements, feet and inches, stones.
No, I do not.
Metrics and all that.
I don't think Lucas is playing tomorrow. I mean, Leno's going to be out there. He's been out there all week long, and we have a fully healthy team, which is
I've never seen it fully healthy.
Crazy that
Ever.
we're fully healthy. Almost midway through the season.
But even in coming into training camp, we've always got something wrong.
Yeah,
But this is crazy how we're healthy like this, and we better take advantage of it.
Got to.
Yeah,
because that team that we're playing is probably the most injured team in the NFL.
Right.
The thing as well is here you've got 2 back-to-back division games, and that's the problem. When it's inside house, it's family business. Yeah, we've got to get this. Otherwise, you are climbing that proverbial hill, aren't you? You know, it is a long way to go if you get beat by the Giants, and then you're rolling in with Philadelphia at home next week. That is tough.
We don't want to think about it from that respect because, Ron will just tell everybody to do their jobs and everybody will be fine.
Do your job.
Your goddamn job there, buddy.
Do your job, man.
Do your
All right,
job.
so quick prop bet over under 3.5 sacks for the Washington defensive line.
Well over.
I would take over.
Well over.
Over
5. I'm going 5. Well, how many did we get last week? 4 against Ridder. Casey Hill got 2. Who else got sacks? Anyone else get sacks last week?
Didn't Allen get one last week?
Yeah, I thought so.
Payne got one last week.
Payne got one last week. That's right. So
No,
that's 3.
I don't think so.
Chase got one last week.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't. I don't know.
He got extremely close multiple times.
I'm going to look at it.
I'm going to say over barely. I'm going to say 4 sacks.
4.
Yeah, 4 is what I got. Now, how many are they going to give up? That's the question. How many are the Giants going to
Okay, I would like to see if we can keep them to 4 sacks. I would call that progress.
3, or 2 maybe even. Yeah. About turnover. The ball. This game is about the turnover. If we can win the battle of the turnovers, we'll win this game.
Well, I want them to go get turnovers, but I don't want them to focus so hard on it that they forget about the fundamentals like I think that they were doing against the Bears. They were so freaking focused on getting turnovers. So,
this game plan has to be almost the exact game plan.
Ridder took 3 sacks last week.
It should be the exact game plan as last week.
It was Jamin Davis.
And that's pretty good as far as 3 sacks because Atlanta has a pretty good offensive line.
They
got a good offense minus the quarterback.
Hill got 2. So if you're going off measurements like that and you're saying 3 last week against Atlanta, surely it's got to be more than 3.5 against the Giants.
You would hope, but again, you had a horrible offensive line 2 weeks ago that they went up against, and they got the shit knocked out of them. They did. They didn't.
Daniel Jones has been sacked 2 less times.
I'm thinking on Taylor.
Taylor's
whole game is predicated on running around and making shit happen. So you got to be careful with that kind of shit.
And when you look at how many points they're giving up as well, we're giving up just shy of 30. It's like 29.5 something. And then right next to it, we're 29th in the league. And then right next door to us in 28th, it's the New York Giants, and they're giving up just over 27 points a game. So, you know what I mean? It's very, very close. So in the way that we're there.
Games that really, we gave up 33 in a row. But look, all right. So over under catches for Jahan Dotson, I'll set it at 3.5.
2. I'll go under.
Yeah, I'm under there as well. I think he'll do well, but I don't.
This is going to be the game where Jahan picks it up. They're going to get him involved. I know that was the talk of the week. Remember the talk of the week with Terry before that, getting Terry involved, and he got 11 targets. So I think Jahan's going to get about 8 targets this game, and he's going to come down with 4 or 5 of them.
Ooh. Cool.
Get him. Get
So,
him.
yeah.
Get him. Don't you just
So
love
come
it?
on, Commanders. We
they
will get
come
a
up
win tomorrow. It'll be
And they
easy.
look at your defense and they go, huh, okay, we see what they're going to do. And then they call you can see them. They all look at the sidelines and they call them in another play. And that play goes fucking nowhere. Penn State's playing some defense today, boys.
All right, we'll catch y'all Monday at 5:30 for our game review of the Giants, and hopefully the Commanders will be 4-3 coming out of Sunday.
Will we be
actually?
on-
No, we. I'm sorry. We'll be doing a little small post game show after the game
Yeah, we
to
will
either be happy or fucking pissed.
Yeah, one way or the other, we'll have ourselves a good time after the game. So yeah,
So please join us right after.
Give us
the
5
game
minutes.
is over with. Yeah, a couple
5
minutes
minutes
after
the game, yeah.
Right.
Maybe about 5 minutes after the game. Probably right, like around 4:30 ish.
Yeah, somewhere around
come
here.
join us and join in the discussion. Don't be afraid to put in a comment, and we'll try to get it out and put it on the video. And I guess we'll see y'all tomorrow.
Shout out to Pete and shout out to Peace. Cheers for being in the chat. Appreciate you
man.
both.
All right, y'all. Take care.